So that way I can start adjusting things. I always make that too small for the initial go. But up. Just a little bit larger, and that should be good visually. Nope, still not there. There we go. Now do we have audio coming through? We do indeed. So hello people of the internet. It is I, Soulrack Dragon, here back with more Fate's Grand Order, Cosmos and the Lostbelt, where we will continue Lostbelt number 6, Avalon Faerie. Let me just really quickly claim the daily stuff really quick, because it's only been less than a day. Alright, there we go. And actually, before I do that even, let me also...
Yeah.
I have 4 embers there, so let's just take out 20. So, 5, 6... Do I have any other small bundles of these embers, or no? 7. Take out the silvers. That should be enough. There we go. Yeah, that 55 silver should be plenty. More than plenty. Alright, there we go. Get going up to level 50, and we will go ahead and ascend her as well. Just to get that out of the way, so that way we can continue along with Goey. As, well, we might not be going for too much longer with Avalon Faerie. Hopefully, we can finish part 2 of Avalon Faerie today. Hopefully. I got excited, so I ballooned. Behold a slightly more mature-looking Van Gogh. She is a little bit more mature-looking, that is true. And we get Het Gele Huiz A+. Decreased defense, decreased quick attack resist for all enemies, and evasion for 1 time for 3 turns, and a state where HP recovers each turn, as well as apply curse to all allies for 10 turns. But that's not the main draw for today. No, the main draw is more Avalon Faerie. So, without further ado, let's do a quick recap here, where last time... Oh, we filled out the full history here. Nice. Last time we were in Manchester, where we met Nock, had a contest with her in making chocolate, Castoria did, won the contest, won Nock's army's allegiance, or rather, Nock's cooperation here. And as we were leaving to return to Lindinium so we could go to another town, Oxford. Yeah, we were going to go to Oxford, which I don't even see on here unless... I don't think that's it. No, that must be Oxford right there. But we were going to go to Oxford, but we were intercepted by Baobon Sith, who did something to capture us as well as Castoria. So now we are in... Excuse me, New Darlington, Section 21, Lostbelt. This is a 2, 4, 6, 7 arrow node. Let's go. So yeah, I do have an intention for only 3 hours long stream today. I can hope that I get through all this, but we'll find out. Oh, come on. Hey, you hear what happened in the flats on the 6th Street? I see none of the fairies who lived there ever came back. So Lady Tristan's at it again, huh? I swear, you can't relax for a second in this city. I didn't like how they were laughing. I didn't like how quiet they were. You just can't win with her. Why in the world did the Queen bring a fairy like that here? You said it. Camelot would be a damn utopia if it wasn't for her killing fairies left and right. Damn it, one of these days I hope someone puts that damn demented brat in her place. I'll say this for Salisbury. Lady Aurora would have imprisoned a fairy like Tristan long ago. Tamlin Tristan, you're joking, no? Who could ever respect that repugnant little brat? The High Queen's daughter? Please, she's the only one who takes that seriously. Has that Queen Morgan ever even said one kind thing to her? She's just a pig walking on its hind legs in a fancy dress. She wouldn't know culture or dignity if it had been bitter. Oh yes, the most beloved daughter that one is. Mm-hmm. Did you know Tristan destroyed the entire city of Cambridge? I must say it reflects poorly on the High Queen that she permits us so toxic a creature to continue doing as she pleases. I mean, I'm not saying I believe that myself, but I've often heard it said. I can only hope Her Majesty comes to her senses soon. If only she wasn't a Tamlin, we'd put the uppity brat in her place. Oh man, poor Balban. She's getting dissed. New Darlington's done for. You can't even call it a city at this point. Anyone trying to escape from there is sent to the underground prison, and the only ones moving to New Darlington are criminals. There's not a single decent fairy left in the place. You know, they kill at least one at night at their slaughterhouse theater. And the whole reason the city of Preston defected to Knox King Clan is because of the so-called football tournament Tristan held there in it. First, New Darlington tricked teams from all major cities into coming there. Then they executed all the teams that lost, and finally Preston after they won. Debauchery is one thing, but that's just absurd. Yeesh. It'd be one thing if she had real skill, like Lady Lancelot or Lady Gawain, but that brat's got no more magical energy than a typical lower-class fairy. If she weren't gifted with Sir Tristan's name, she'd be a third-rate fairy at best. No, even with his name, she's still third-rate. Without Her Majesty's protection, she'd be no match at all for the knights like us. Just to show that the smallest dogs bark the loudest. If she weren't Her Majesty's daughter, every fairy in Camelot would be out to put that yabbity bitch down for good. Man, nobody likes her. That's kind of sad. Shut up, shut up, shut up. They're the ones who keep yapping. Doesn't matter what those peons say, I'm still the Queen's daughter. To be fair, though, I mean, again, we don't really know why she's like this, so... For all the other Tamlin, we have at least gotten some indication. Mother taught me magecraft, she gave me clothing, she gifted me a name. She gave me New Darlington and said I could play with it however I liked. That means I'm supposed to kill any fairy who annoys me, right? That I should destroy anything I don't like, right? Why? Yep, Mother never praises me, no matter how many times I do that. I ask you, why? I'm trying as hard as I can, but I don't know what she wants from me. Why must you always be like that, Balban Sith? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, High Queen Morgan. I promise I'll do better next time. I promise I'll kill more next time. I'm Balban Sith. I'm free-spirited, selfish, elegant, cruel, and beautiful, cold. Everyone in Britain loves me. That's the part I'll play, I promise. I'll be just the successor you want, I promise. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I always end up like this. But I'm doing the best I can, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Mother. You're the kindest mother ever. I don't even know where I'd be if you hadn't found me. I'm in my room, on my bed. Why, I thought I did good this time. I trapped them in the garden, went into the mirror, and then... Why is my body so heavy? This isn't good. I need to get up. Whoa, easy there, Lady Spinel. You've got some big bags under your eyes, you know. Did you not get enough sleep? Or have you been pushing yourself too hard? Right, of course you have. You did pinch that treasure from the throne. I'm impressed you managed to sneak in there while Morgan wasn't watching. She's pretty furious with you now, but I think it's great. Kids are supposed to act up as they get older. Beryl, is that you? I'm so sorry. I'll get up right... Huh? Easy, don't try to get up. You're exhausted now, right? So you should be lying down. Okay, but Beryl, what was that sound just now? It sounded like something fell to the floor. Oh, don't worry about it. Your fingertip just fell off because your body's rotting, but hey, it doesn't hurt, right? Okay. Why is my... Beats me. Maybe it's because you used the Garden of Lost Will? I mean, it's one hellishly powerful cursed artifact, isn't it? Then again, maybe it's because Morgan's finally fed up with you and stopped feeding you magical energy. Now, if that's what it is, you really shouldn't be holding on to the garden. It'll just make your condition worse. Here, let me have it. I'll put it somewhere nice and safe. You think so, but Beryl, I really need to. Relax, it's fine. I'm just gonna put it in the underground sanctuary where it'll be nice and safe. You stay there and rest up, okay? Just until you can stand up on your own again. Beryl is manipulating her. So bad. Wait, come back. Why the underground sanctuary? Beryl, where did you go? I can't move. That's strange. I can't move my arms or legs at all. Oh, I'm actually... She's been manipulated hard. Beryl said that one curse would rot her soul. It seems like the soul rotting's hitting her body now as well. I kind of feel bad about this. I mean, she's clearly very much hated, but I want to know why she's like the way she is. I awoke to the sound of my heart being chipped away deep inside my chest. Where am I? This isn't the field I was just in. It's much further away. It's like I'm somewhere between Britain and the planet's inner sea. This must be the garden where Merlin said he was imprisoned. But he also said there were different kinds of gardens. Sweet Dreams, Dark Abyss, Lost Will, the Innocent. And it looks like this garden is probably... I knew it. This is the Garden of Lost Will. A cold, unforgiving garden that whittles away at the hearts of its visitors by stripping away their delusions and torturing them with self-loathing. Merlin did say you can leave this garden if you can hold out to the end. But the whole thing is a cruel trap, meant to make you lose your heart and mind before you can. Well, whatever. I can always cut the line when I need to avoid having my heart and mind destroyed. Sure, I won't be able to escape anymore if I do that, but there's no way Balbon Sith has enough magical energy to keep this garden going that long anyway. I'll eventually get out of here one way or another, so until then... I just have to contend with a bunch of things I'd rather not. She's being a little bit cold here. What's up with Castoria? Ah, the prophecy was true. That girl is our star of hope. She'll be our salvation. She will be our absolution. She is the savior who washed up on our shore along with the name Artoria. May you grow healthy and strong to the age of 16. May the Queen's soldiers never find you. Now go on. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Hurry and greet your 16th birthday. We have complete faith in you. Which is why you must give everything you have for us. Okay. Castor, I brought you a new book. It's about etiquette for the upper-class fairies. You should study it now, so that you'll be ready when you leave for the castle one day. Let's see, do you mind if I put it on the table here? I won't leave you much room in the stable, but you'll just have to make do. In the They made her sleep in a stable. By the way, have your Fae markings grown yet? You'll be 16 years old in only 2 more years, you know. I'm getting a little worried. Your journey is going to be hard enough as it is. I see you're working hard again today, Castor. You're so diligent, dedicated, and innocent. You play just as hard as you study, and you always find whatever it is the village needs at any given moment. The other fairies could learn a thing or two from you. Just seeing you in action has filled us with hope. Still, I'm afraid it's going to be a deal to pay this year's tax. You've already sold most of the jewelry you were wearing when your boat washed up here, along with the rest of the treasure it carried. Okay, why? That was hers. Some of the fairies are even starting to wonder if you really are the child of prophecy. Oh, what are we gonna do? We'll be lucky if we even survive the winter. Why must you be so terribly weak and useless? Okay. Some people wanting a savior. I swear, none of the fairies have any tact. I guess it's what's happened when you've lived past your prime. Well, there's nothing wrong with saying when you don't want to do something. In fact, you should say so. Don't you agree, Castor? I mean, you don't want anyone treating you differently just because you're the child of prophecy either, right? So I don't care if you're the child of prophecy. I'm going to treat you like the slave you are. You know, have you been growing? You really need to start if you're going to catch up where you need to be. Especially if we don't have anything of yours left to sell. Well, we can always sell you to the High Queen if we have to. Hey, Mordred, this isn't a friend that... Why? Oh, I'm getting some bad vibes here. Child of prophecy, the child of prophecy, the child of prophecy raised in a stable. So the child of prophecy was raised as the village slave. The child of prophecy, she was always smiled and said right away when told to do something, no matter how much she didn't want to. She'd be killed if she refused, after all. How could she say no? It was so much easier to keep quiet and do as she was told. I used to think I could survive that way. I thought as long as I didn't rock the boat too much once I finally turned 16, I may be burned with an impossible duty, but I could at least finally leave that village. You want to see proof. Proof that you really are the child of prophecy. And that blacksmith who lives on the cliff is... You're the only one he's not wary of. You're the only one he trusts. Yeah, they're not, If you're truly the fairy destined to save Britain, then him for us. 4-letter word. I wonder what they said. Yeah, why was she so torn up about Tintangle being destroyed? If this is the treatment she received? Please, please, we're so anxious. Our every day is filled with fear. So go on, prove you can protect us by taking care of him. Of course. Of course I will. Hector. I do now. It's Hector, her Black Knight. Or, Asics Black Knight. Right. No way. That's it. I've had enough. I'm just going to cut the line and close off the way to the exit now. And so the Child of Prophecy left Tintangle for good. Good thing I've always been quick to cheer up when I'm feeling down. Afterwards, to make a long, not very interesting story short, I went into the Nameless Woods. Well, I guess we know what happened to Hector. And now I've come across Sol, just as he's moments away from succumbing to the Lost Will's traps. Oh, what are we experiencing? I do wonder. For a moment, I thought I saw Arcturia on the other side of the wall. But that can't be right. I mean, there's a wall there. And the whole point of walls is you can't see or go through them. So I couldn't have seen her on the other side. What are you looking at, Sol? Are you so exhausted you've started hallucinating? Well, get it together already. We can't have you spacing out while we're storming the Lostbelts. We may have any number of replacements for you, but you're still the last master of humanity. We may have any number of replacements for you, but you're still the last master. So you have, they do tend to go through walls, yes. So you have replacements, but I am the last one. Replacements? You mean you found other race shift candidates? Do you still not get it? You understand that you don't need to race shift to get into the Lostbelts, right? We have another master candidate in Kadak now. Once his treatment is finished, you won't be our only option anymore. No, wait, he's not really a master candidate, is he? You were the only one who was just a candidate. Hang on, I have to take this. Hello. Kadak's awake now, and he's in good health? That's great. Send him to the command room immediately. Good news, Sol. Kadak's fully recovered. You can go back to just being a spare, and we can start doing our jobs properly without holding your hand all the time. Ah, that's a bit... So that's how it is. All that talk about how much they need me and how they blow me off, and now they blow me off just like that. So that is what we fear deep down. Hey, Sol, what do you think you're doing here? Get it through your head already, will you? You're not a master anymore. You're supposed to be on standby in your room, right? Just get back there before you get in trouble. You need to stay in shape just in case. I mean, there's no telling when I have to go to another Lostbelt. What are you talking about? Your training and mission days are over. You're just a regular guy with no special talents. Stop trying to be something you're not. Just hang out in your room and let the experts handle things. Yeah, it is. I mean... Just hang out. How exactly do I do that? Yeah, she wouldn't say it like that. I mean, this place is this place definitely seems to be your worst fears personified, or your worst memories personified. In this case, it just seems to want to break your will. For Castoria, I guess that's reliving her past. For us, that's losing our purpose, it seems. And I mean, doesn't that really speak of our arrogance, I guess? That, you know, our worst fear is that we will be replaced? Do we truly believe that we are the only one that can do this? Or is it more, do we feel like we're the only one that should be doing this? All this time I've been training to handle watching someone die or seeing something unspeakable. Training to handle watching someone die or seeing something unspeakable, huh? Been practicing overcoming my flight response and clearing my mind, all because they demanded it. At this point, I don't even remember what else to do with my spare time. Just can't tell, is this really who I'm supposed to be? I see you're afraid to come to terms with your situation. See the world as it is, Mr. Soul. I understand. To tell the truth, I've been mulling the same thought for some time now. Is solving this case truly the right thing to do? Think about it. Even if we manage to prevent what's happened here, we won't regain what we lost. Once this case has been closed, you'll be left with nothing more than a broken, empty world. By comparison, even the current state of the world is fairly overflowing with hope. No matter how bleak things may be, there's still a chance that you'll be rewarded as long as you keep solving problems one at a time. You see, isn't that precisely how things are so much easier for you now? There is no longer any means to recover what you've lost, so you might as well forget it all. Don't worry, no one will blame you. With all of humanity having long since ceased to exist, there is simply no one left to do so. Maybe I should stop this for him. It's not like he can cut his own line. Honestly, this Lostbelt stuff is worse than I thought, even when it doesn't concern me. I can't bear to watch. Soul's eyes keep getting more and more unfocused. He's holding his chest tightly, like he's in a vacuum and having more and more difficulty breathing. Listen to me, Soul. There's no need to feel sorry for these people. They're all from a hypothetical history, a living what-if scenario foisted on us without our consent. Okay, now we're getting into some more of the actual things I would worry about. Like, Da Vinci was very much unrealistic. Then it went to Meunier, who was kind of piggybacking off of Da Vinci. Holmes here, and now Gordolf, they're actually speaking genuine stuff. True, I can understand the logic in them considering us their enemies. But that's all there is to it. It doesn't change the fact that they've already lost. So what if a meteor impact results in a new ice age? So what if Ragnarok burned their world to the ground? Yes, I'm sure that made things hard for them, but that's not our cross to bear. So don't bother listening to the residents of the Lostbelts. Besides, we've got them all beat when it comes to sheer suffering. We're from proper human history. We're the victors. We took the intended route. We can't let anyone take that from us. We can't. Still, what can we do with only 12 of us? There's no way we can rebuild what was lost. You know as well as I how bleak things are, right? These Lostbelt people know nothing of this kind of solitude, this sort of pressure. They should be the ones to compromise. They should be the ones to disappear. Any pain they've experienced is nothing compared to ours. In the end, we're all just voicing the worst parts of ourselves onto each other. We act like what we want is what the world wants. Yeah. I've been telling myself it's only for now, that everything I'm doing is to get life back to normal. That's why I've been able to make it this far, but the truth is... You know, you're not quite right in the head. You've almost died countless times, surviving by luck alone. You've forsaken countless worlds kept alive by the devil's own luck. You've abandoned countless people, countless worlds, to their deaths. And despite all that, you're still no worse for the wear. You're going to, what, just grit your teeth and bear it because it's just for now? It's not my fault I have to fight. It's not my fault I can't save anyone. This is no time to whine about how hard I have it. I can just bury my face in my hands so no one can see me crying. It'll be okay. Once everything's gone back to normal, I can go back to how I used to be. That's what you've been telling yourself, isn't it? But it's not true. Hearts, they change so easily, but they never go back to what they once were. Okay, so it started off weak. I'm not gonna lie. This started off a little bit weaker with Da Vinci and Meunier about, you know, oh, we're worried about irrelevancy. This is the beats that would actually hit hard. The fear that all we're doing is pointless. That we want what what we want is better than what all of these other people want, that we've consigned countless people to dying, that when everything is said and done, it will all go back to normal. These are the kind of actual things that I would be feeling in this sort of scenario. If you really think things will go back to normal once the fighting's over, you're kidding yourself. Your heart isn't going anywhere. It can't. The sights that have been seared into your mind will never disappear. A stench that seeped into your skin can never be scrubbed away. There's no going back for you. So why are you trying to desperately convince yourself otherwise? Stop. You know, if we were more magically powerful, this could be the way to become a beast, you know? You see, you passed your limit long ago. I figured that out sooner than you'd think. Nope, that's one of the better things about proper human history. Everybody's equal and no one is special. Since no one there is eternal or volatile the way fairies here are, in the outside world, things are pretty much always changing. Oh, that sounds like such a human way to run a kingdom. The truth is, I was thinking the exact opposite. You guys are all such liars, it makes me sick. Okay. So these are... So... Castoria is not as happy-go-lucky as... Okay, I'm a bit worried that Castoria might not be a good fairy. Everybody's equal, no one is special. Even as platitudes go, it's revolting. There will always be those who are superior, as well as those inferiors. Of course, there will always be special people too. Yet, Oberon said that proper human history can settle its differences with peaceful discussion. It gives everyone a chance, but it doesn't allow anyone to succeed. It's all just jealousy, bias, anger, fear, and people dragging each other down. She's a lot... Okay, let me rephrase this. She's a lot more negative than... Like, if these are her true inner thoughts, she is a lot more negative than she puts up. Everybody's constantly deceiving one another, so none of them can make it out of the ruts they're stuck in. Oberon may have not meant it that way, but that's the impression of proper human history I got from him. That's why I asked you if you were really okay with it. How you felt about working yourself to the bone, about living for a world like that. Because I do have some concerns. It was beyond pitiful that all I could do was try to muster a smile in return. I swear, he already looked so broken that I didn't even know what kind of brave face he was trying to put on. She pities us, too. His knees are starting to give out. It won't be long before the rest of him follows. I know this is none of my business, but I should at least put an end to his lost will before that happens. He may be separated by a wall, but I can still at least stop the magecraft from... No, despite it all... Is he seriously standing back up now? That's why you should just quit now, so you're only making things harder for yourself. Just stop. The dialogue in this one changes depending on the choices you took in her conversations. Oh, interesting. That's actually pretty cool that there's long-lasting dialogue changes. All the fighting you've been doing, Chaldea's Grand Order, it was all too much for you. That's pretty cool. His words are just what I wanted to hear. That's right, it's exactly what I've wanted someone to say to me for a long time. It's okay, you've done enough. You don't have to finish what you've started. Here, let me give you an example. The best thing for our species may be for it to continue to exist, but that's not always true for individuals. I really haven't realized that there's any unskippable dialogue choices, because I don't really skip the dialogue. Individuals, people, if you like, are always weaving between two desires. The desire to continue, and the desire for a game over. There's nothing wrong with choosing game over. Everything has to end. If we refuse to accept that applies to life too, we'd never be able to do anything. So we all have to make our peace with that. No matter how long someone's winning streak might last, it must inevitably end. I honestly haven't saw that before, so I'll have to keep my eyes open for that then. That's not good enough. You want to know what you should be aiming for, then? I should have known you'd be so optimistic, Soul. It's simple. Don't try for a gamer. Try for a game complete. You, me, and everyone else are going to have to roll credits someday. But until then, all we can do is try to complete as many of the tasks before us as possible. Happy, sad, failure, success. None of that matters. As long as you've never done it before, anything goes. And you still have plenty left to do, don't you? You've got a lot of living ahead of you before you can truly say you have no regrets. I believe that's what's best for an individual. But above all, nothing would make me prouder to know you did all of that. Oh right, you're supposed to be taking a break, and here I am talking about who knows what. Okay, see you later. Have another great day, and if you want to talk, you know where to find me. Romani. I like that Romani is one of the beacons of light through this. Despite everything, despite it all, I'm not ready to give up yet. Why is that? First, it was like a curse. I felt like I had no choice to fight. But not anymore. I stepped on lots of things and left so much and so many behind. Despite all that, I still have something pushing me forward. Back then I shouted, to live. Those were the words that helped me defeat the best thing for humanity. So now I have to find an answer for myself. I see. And what would that be? I don't know just yet. Right now, all I have is the wish to live. A wish. That's right. What's wrong with that? Everyone wishes for what they want. Everything I've achieved so far is because I wish something I wanted. So I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to find out why I think that way. So what if I lack confidence? So what if this is too much for me to handle? There's no reason to give up now. Seriously. Well, I'll be damned. Were humans always this resilient? I'm guessing that's supposed to say Oberon. By the way. Not us. I'm guessing. At least. Formation restricted. So I think we just broke out of the garden. Which I hope that Castoria comes with us, because otherwise we might be in trouble. She does! What is this place? Senpai, Artoria, you're both alright. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, Mash! Mash, yes, Mash. Mash, is that you? Does this mean we're back in reality? But the Garden of Lost Will didn't stop because it ran out of magical energy, so how? Oh wow, it's all smashed to pieces. And national treasure gone just like that. That's so bold of you. Oh, I'm sorry, I was just in such a state of panic. I was putting out real evil magical energy and I didn't know what else to do, so... should I not have? Aw, Mash. The Mash, you made a great call. I would have been too worried about how valuable it was to destroy it. No, Artoria is not Mash. But now thanks to you both, Soul and I are safe and sound. The Garden of Lost Will was a cursed object that robs anyone who's trapped inside of it of, well, their will to live. I never had much of that to begin with, so it wasn't so bad for me. But if Soul had been in there just a little longer, he might have nothing. You were standing right back up on your own in there. What the heck is your deal, Soul? How can your mind be built like baggies? So is Brynhild, though. Gotta remember, Brynhilda was like that once, too. Why are you so mad all of a sudden? I don't know, ask Cabotrach. It just came out, okay? What you did in there is so shocking, it's actually kind of infuriating. Makes me kind of wonder just how serious you are about, well, anything. I see, now I understand. It's true, Senpai's mental state never changes, whether he's doing his job as a master or just being Senpai. Even when he seems to be casually eating his dinner, he's actually quite serious about it. It's very strange. Wait, I'm serious? What? Why am I serious while eating dinner? Both are called the Child of Prophecy. Both are sports, both have to do with Britain. But, you know, one of them has glasses, the other doesn't. The true Mash wears glasses. Let's see, what now? No, that's not what I'm... Then again, maybe it is. You really don't run from anything, do you? Even in Norwich, you ran all the way to the harbor, even when everyone was trying to stop you. You didn't run away either. You know, well, I guess I didn't, did I? I sure didn't go to the harbor, though. Getting me like that, though. Then from being the child of prophecy, you didn't run. MASH doesn't need glasses. I mean, but the glasses meme, Mordred. The meme about girls with glasses, Mordred. It applies to MASH so well. Oh my, is that romance in the air? Wait, no, hang on. That's not romantic love. It's platonic love and admiration. Pepe! Okay, so that's actually... I wonder if that changes based on dialogue choices. So Castoria has platonic love for us and admires us. That's actually very nice to know. Castoria likes us as a friend. Right, I almost forgot. I was only able to find this place thanks to Pepperoncino. I went after Balbon Seth after she abducted you two, but then just when I was trying to figure out where you were, Pepperoncino swooped in and saved the day. You know it, hun. It took a lot out of me, but I ran all the way here with these long legs of mine. There's a reason I'm so proud of them. I wasn't sure at first whether I should help or not, but Mashy was just barreling ahead so frantically. I mean, she sprinted from Edinburgh to New Darlington so fast she actually kicked up dust clouds. Aww. So I simply couldn't help but step in, you know. Thanks, Count Pepperon. What's this place? New Darlington. I noticed MASH because I've been keeping an eye on this place from a nearby hill. New Darlington is Barrel's citadel, and I've been looking for a chance to sneak in for a long time. Up till now, I never have found any openings I could use, all thanks to Morgan's monitoring spells. When I saw that MASH, he was about to charge straight in from the main gates. I thought, oh well, c'est la vie, and stopped her before it was too late. Then we snuck in together. That's right, Pepperoncino used Magecraft to find you, Senpai. All I did was follow the thread of bond you share with MASH. If anything, I'm the one who should be thanking you. I never would have known this place was on the outskirts of New Darlington otherwise. So we're on the outskirts of New Darlington, then. Well, that's right, we're in an underground sanctuary. We came in through a little church out in the woods near the shore. Too bad it looked like this place is positively overrun with nasties now. Anyway, let's focus on getting out of here, shall we? This is the deepest floor of the sanctuary, upwards than 80 meters below ground. It's a long and winding way back to the surface, so make sure you're nice and limbered up first. I assume it was super cramped in that tiny little oratoria. You've got it all wrong, Count. I don't think any kind of love is in the cards for me. Aw, haven't seen that face in a while. She doesn't know the difference between the types of love. Yes, I'm ready. Of course I'm ready. Oh my, her shoulders are as tense as anything. I do hope she'll be able to loosen up eventually. Well, we can worry about that later. Besides, it doesn't look like I need to stick my nose in any of that. I have a feeling time will solve a lot of these problems. Oh, don't you mind, little old me. Now come on, let's hurry to the surface. And just so you know, Soul, I'm counting on you to handle any nasties we run into along the way. Will do. Alrighty. So, again, it's giving me the carte blanche for who to choose. But I want to try and stick with my round table aesthetics. And trying to... technically, I've unlocked Melusine, but have I really? I haven't defeated her in battle yet. So I'm gonna say I haven't. Let's see. What? Where is Walter? I've seen Walter in here before. Actually, Lartoria works too. Yeah, sure. Let's go Lartoria. Why not? MASH guest only. So... then... Castoria... Maramasa... no, we want 2030 on Castoria. And there you can get Sumo. The Melusine summon line changes if you beat part 2 or not. Oh man! I guess I'm gonna have to be on the lookout for, or I'm gonna have to check that out when I beat part 2. I'm sure it is available to see in the dialogue options thing, so I'll be sure to check that out after I complete part 2. Okay, Proto can get that. We'll just swap those around. There we go. This should be fine. Should is a keyword here. Something that haunts underground. Bunch of, Lancers, huh? Yeah. Since I won't be summoning her again, because, first off, I don't even have any courts left to summon things, but that's beside the fact. What did you get? Decreased Buster Card effectiveness. Ouch, that's not good. Why not go for NT6? Because I still need to roll for Barghest, Oberon, Koyan, Summer Okitan, then there is Summer Kama. I've got 5, like, big rolls that are still ahead of me for, like, the immediate future, pretty much. Ooh, this is a little bit annoying. Let's try and keep through them all. So yeah, I've got a lot of rolls ahead of me that is gonna make it very, very tight to get a lot of this stuff. I should have done Castoria's 3rd skill. I'm a dumb. I mean, hopefully Vargas comes home quicker than Percival did. But Percival did take a fairly long time to come home. So hopefully we get Vargas quicker than that. And then we'll go, and then Oberon is on the, actually, I wonder, I don't know what Oberon's banner is going to be, but if I'm lucky, Oberon and Barghest will be on the same banner. That would be nice. Don't tell me if they are or not, though. Please do not tell me. I'd rather be surprised, you know? That would be a very nice surprise if that's the case. Yeah, I know Oberon's banner is probably good part 3, but I don't know who else is going to be on the banner. Like, if he's going to have 4 stars with him, and if those 4 stars are, if he does, I'm guessing the 4 stars are going to be Barghest and Balban. So again, it could be Kazura drop if they choose to, you know, actually release her, because I still haven't. People are telling me she's not coming, but she has a sprite. I choose to believe otherwise. She's a 4-star alter ego or something, right? Totally. That's totally the case. Whatever about crunch. I got an eye, a bell, and a silver ember. After arriving in the British Lostbelt, all I found were vast stretches of nothingness and the Tree of Emptiness towering over them. There was no sign of anything resembling a country. This what-if version of Britain had ended in abject failure a long time ago. Whatever history it may have had was long since gone. Looks like Wodame was all worked up over nothing. Still, none of that changed the fact that I was bored out of my skull. So I did what any good crypter would do and decided to summon a servant. Okay, so we're getting more elaboration on this front. I'm Morgan the Faerie Queen, a ruler. I've come in response to your summons. You there, descendant of witches, are you my master? I couldn't have made a worse first impression. She saw through me in a single glance. Still, I'd managed to summon Morgan the Faerie Queen. The one who made King Arthur's life hell. The dread witch who brought Camelot to its knees. If anyone could keep things interesting, it was her. I could even take her to the other Lostbelts to mess around there. I sure am. Nice to meet you, Morgan. You and me, we're gonna have lots of fun together. As long as I could keep killing people, it was all good as far as I was concerned. So I welcomed Morgan into the fold, put my trust in her, and decided to turn in for the night. I went to sleep in an open field and woke up in a bed so fancy it almost made me sick. Welcome to Faerie Britain, Barrel Gut. Did you sleep well last night? The Tree of Emptiness is dead. The foreign gods' plans are of no concern of mine. Huh? What are you... Whoa, you're right. It really is all dried up and dead. The hell were you thinking? I have no further use for it. Faerie Britain is no longer a Lostbelt. And while I myself am no longer a servant, I am willing to keep you on as my husband, Barrel Gut. This would purely be for appearance's sake, but the pretense will benefit us both. Hang on, what the hell's going on here? In the span of a single night, this barren island had become a civilized nation. There was no way I could tell that would have made that, so I gave up and accepted Morgan's offer to be her husband. So it's merely a matter of convenience. Okay. The next 6 months were crazy. Tamlin Tristan, Bob Seth, took a liking to me after I told her about proper human history. It was pretty cute the way her eyes would always light up when she pestered me to tell her more about the outside world. She was especially taken with fashion and had particular fascination with the latest shoe designs. I guess she never found anywhere to belong in the land of Fae. Later, we built the National Slaughterhouse Theater in the dowdy old city of New Darlington. There, we put on every fun kind of show we could think of. It's Wodame, not Wodame? Really? I've never been corrected on that. Thank you, Tempura. Thank you, and welcome to the stream. Happy things, happy things. Fairies hated Balbon Sith well before I came along. They just poured fuel on the fire. Oh, I see. That must be what happened. After thinking it over for a while, I figured out what was going on. I'd summoned Morgan for proper human history, but when I woke up the next morning, this Lostbelt's Morgan had taken her place. There's no way there could be two Morgans in Britain. She's always been one of a kind. At some point, proper human history Morgan must have transformed into Lostbelt Morgan. By going back in time. Correct, when you summoned me, I saw what had become of this British Lostbelt. Even in this hypothetical world, Britain still collapsed 2,000 years ago. This I could not allow. In an instant, I grasped both what had taken place in this Lostbelt's history and the mechanisms of Chaldea's summoning system. I deciphered the secrets of ray shifting and used them myself. I knew it. Hot damn, you really are a monstrous genius among monstrous geniuses, aren't you? You ray shifted yourself back into time and rewrote Britain's entire history. And you did it all within a few hours of me summoning you. Damn, girl! Huh, so is that what this was all about? Were you in a hurry to fix things, because this place couldn't have come out about as long as I knew about the old Lostbelt? Sure, I did need to alter the past while your consciousness was shut down. Information is the only thing which can be ray-shifted. To ray-shift a living person to a singularity, one must first use a coffin to transform their body into pseudospiritons. Pure information. Impressive though this theory of magecraft is, it's only made possible by singularities existing outside of normal time-space. However, there is still more way to correct distortions, a system that can only function within the confines of singularity. That is still no more than a way to correct the distortions. Ray-shifting is not time-traveling and thus cannot be used to alter the past. However, I already existed in this Lostbelt. I was here in the Fate Era 4000 as the Fairy of Paradise sent from Avalon. I see, so you sent your own knowledge back to the past. Servants are ghostliners, which is just concentrated information when you get down to it. Of course, even a servant would normally disperse as soon as they reshifted anywhere that wasn't a singularity. But if there was someone on the other end to receive that information, like a pre-existing email account, well, that's another story entirely. Okay, so Morgan didn't send herself back in time, she sent her knowledge back in time. In proper human history, you are a witch who was defeated by King Arthur and lost your hold over Britain. As that history's Queen Morgan, you were rejected by the entire Isle. So you decided to entrust these memories, that information, to the version of yourself that was born in this Lostbelt, didn't you? Correct. Following that reshift, the Morgan of proper human history, the servant you summoned, ceased to exist. But in exchange for her resolve, the Morgan of this Lostbelt learned the fate that awaited her. In the first original version of the Fae Era, the Fairy of Paradise was murdered. And all but a handful of fairies were wiped out in the Great Calamity of Fae Era 12,000. Once I learned of that truth from my proper human history self, I was able to escape my would-be murderers and survive. I then changed the course of that destructive history and killed the Tree of Emptiness. Doing so would ultimately destroy this Lostbelt, but it also provided me with an opportunity. So long as someone capable of keeping this world alive remained, this Lostbelt would transform from fantasy into reality. That is the world which you now find yourself. This is the era of the High Queen. This land is my Faerie Britain. I built it with my own hands and no one will ever take it from me. Yep, she's one hell of a woman. Probably the scariest one I've met in my life. Yeah, that is pretty terrifying, but impressive. She reshifted her own will into the past while I was asleep, even though it cost her her life. Then the Morgan from this Lostbelt inherited that knowledge, killed the Tree of Emptiness, and made a new history just for her. I don't like to think about this next part too much, but I probably disappeared too while all that was going on. I had seen the version of Britain from 2019 with the Tree of Emptiness still alive and well. So I must have died that night after falling asleep, and the me thinking these thoughts is just a look like Morgan whipped up the next morning. Oh! Damn it, I want to kill him! Is there a problem? Nope, all good here. So he's already dead? I don't even get the satisfaction of killing Beryl! When you've already been resurrected to suit someone else's purposes once before, why worry about a second time? Still, things are going to be different now. Without the Tree of Emptiness in the way, the heir of the High Queen has been firmly established. You can't bring any more dead people back to life without to iron out inconsistencies, and the outsiders who show up won't be able to mess with it either. You do know the Chaldeans are going to do everything they can to destroy this Britain of yours, right? I see no reason to be concerned with them. My true enemy is your colleague, an Olympus' Tree of Emptiness, which now covers the entire planet. I mean, not necessarily. The original Beryl did something to MASH. It's very ambiguous to what he did, but he did something to MASH, and I want to make him suffer. Damn, so you're planning to go on the offensive against a distant Lostbelt next. Granted, that probably is more urgent for you. But still, what am I... Wodame is no pushover, you know? And those Olympian gods seem pretty bad news, too. Besides, Wodame doesn't seem especially pitiful or interesting. Killing him would be a pretty big risk, and then there wouldn't be much reward even if I succeeded. Are you saying you have no wish to fight Olympus' Cryptor? Did you not tell me that each Cryptor is competing with each others? Is that not why you were all resurrected? To become... Oh! You said Wodame too until you saw the katakana for his name. Okay, so... The direct translation is Wodame, but Wodame is what they translated it to us for us, then. So it's an issue with translation, then. No, I don't know about the others, but I got zero interest in being a king. Why did you answer the foreign god's call? Was mere survival your only concern? Well, yeah, imagine you suddenly woke up dead and a mysterious voice says you're gonna stay that way unless you accept their offer. Isn't it natural for humans to bet on any opportunity that'll mean life over death? Not for you. You have no attachments to your own life. Neither do you have a place any value in the lives of others. You live only for the moment and seek nothing beyond that. You are prepared to meet your end at any time. A man such as you would never simply awaken to keep living. Oh, you're giving me way too much credit, Your Majesty. I'm just your everyday hedonist. Sure, living's a pain in the ass, but I can deal with that as long as there's enough fun stuff to make up for it. Take Tamlin Gawain, for instance. She seems interesting. It'd be fun to mess with her. Spriggan, on the other hand, seems boring. He'd be better off as the villain of a B-movie. That's all there is to me, Morgan. Incidentally, you seem boring too, by which I mean you won't be any good for helping me pass the time. So you can just relax and do your queen thing. Besides, I'm not strong enough to kill you anyway. Wodame. His name is pronounced Wodame. So sort of German-esque. What about Tristan then? How do you see her? Lady Spinel, huh? She's a jewel, that's for sure. I'm happy to take good care of a pretty young lady like that. But she's a dead end. She's neither pitiful nor interesting. Just the thought of harming her arms and legs makes my chest tighten up. The more promising someone's future is, the more it makes me want to ruin it. You mean, like Altria? So... Beryl's only reason for living is to make people who have promise suffer. Okay, that's twisted. And believe me, I'm aware of how bad that makes me sound. I guess putting someone pitiful out of their misery is just my way of expressing my love. Beryl's a twisted individual, that's for certain. But I will forever pronounce it Artoria. Okay, a Berserker note, and once again, it's giving me the carte blanche to choose. Again, I quote-unquote have unlocked Melusine. Because I can't keep saying that. I have not unlocked her because I have not yet beat her. Go with Salter. The thing is, though, my Melusine isn't leveled up just yet. I'm still focusing Goey. Goey is still the primary focus for me. Go like this. This. Mash. Mashu! And we will be... Mash, I'm sorry. You look adorable in this dress, Mash, but we need to be in serious mode here. Hang on. Yeah, serious mode. Serious mode, Mash. That's serious mode enough. So we want... I love how many... I just love how many different outfits and stuff she has. It's so nice. And then character skin, third ascension, for serious Smash mode. But I need to look up how Melusine operates, honestly. Like, she can apparently loop saber nodes. I need to figure out how the heck she does that. Did anyone else feel that tremor? It almost felt like the prelude to an earthquake. An earthquake? We almost never get those in Britain. Let's move. Some water went down the wrong pipe. Pepe, are you not feeling well? I couldn't help but notice that you haven't quite seemed like yourself. Oh, Mashy, you really don't miss a thing, do you? Max Limit Broken, Black Rail, and Oberon is how she can farm sabers. Okay. Well, I'm going for Oberon anyway, so that'll be good to have. I don't think I have a Max Limit Broken Black Rail, though, but I might. Well, don't worry about me. I'm just feeling a little bummed out, that's all. But I do appreciate you looking out for me. Thanks, Mashy. Now, come on. Once we get through that door and out into the hall, it's a straight shot back to the surface. So let's get going already. You guys still aren't anywhere close to done. Human Moors. What are those things? We know what they are. They're human Moors. Well, their bodies are rotten. They're corpses. They're remnants of people who died in the calamity of Darlington 100 years ago come back to life. Now I see this was a human burial ground. Alright, if they mean to attack us, we'll just have to defend ourselves. I'll keep the fighting to a minimum and secure a path to the upper floors. Okay, that's not bad. We can do this. They're just Zergers. It's only 3 of them, too. I'm sorry, what? Count Paperon, no, stop it. Why doesn't Pepe want us to do anything? I don't think I can cleanse these either. Okay. Why give us a battle if you're not going to let us do anything? Oh, observing. Observing. Are they not... They're just watching us. Okay, sure, why not? Why not? That was an interesting battle, I guess. Oh, what? You're not gonna attack him? Well, that's boring. I went to a lot of trouble to release these human Moors from the observation room, too. Oh, that's an expression on Pepe. Human Moors. But I don't even get so much as a hello. Not very friendly, are you, Kohai? Guess I hurried all this way from New Darlington's Lord Manor for nothing, then. As you can see, these things are human, but they're not corpses like you thought they were. This is the best battle I ever did. Well, thank you, Mordred. There is only one dead body left in all of Britain. Nah, these guys are the fruit of a little research project I've been working on the last 6 months. Only one dead body left in all of Britain, huh? I think we know whose dead body that is. So, Beryl knows about Cernunnos then. I wondered, what would happen if you transplanted the Moor's curse to a human? Well, here's the answer. They're alive and they're dead. Dead but alive. Being like that, it's so painful to them that all they can do is implore anyone who passes nearby for help. Well, that makes them pretty great party gifts. Because now Moor's poison can infect humans just as well as it can fairies. And if we fought them, we'd have been screwed! Still, well, I'm not surprised to see Mash show. I didn't expect you to be here too, Pepperoncino. I didn't think you'd come all the way to Britain just to avenge old Woodame. I think I might just keep calling him Woodame, just because it's so much easier. Like, and plus, I kind of fear that we're not going to be saying his name that much longer. Like, this feels like it will be the end of his, like, we're probably going to avenge him here against Beryl. I mean, I guess Pepe and Caddock will probably have some lines occasionally as well about him, but never pegged you for the hot-blooded type. If anything, I figured you were more like me. That's true, you're a cleaner, and I'm a killer. Neither of us were ever good people. Right, wrong, even whether this benefits me, none of that matters to me right now. I'm just here to kill you. If someone pisses scum like us off, that's all the reason we need to kill them, isn't it? You know, when you're right, you're right. Guess this means emotional appeals and peaceful discussions are off the table then. Another earthquake. That's right, as you can see, this burial ground's long past its prime, so I thought I'd give it a little renovation. Now it's time to bury the evidence before Morgan finds out I got carried away with my experiments. I didn't have to tell you guys that, but hey, you, me, and Mash were all part of Team A once, Pepperoncino. So I figured the least I could do is warn you to scram before you wind up buried alive. I don't know about Soul, but at least you two might be able to make it out of here in time. Beryl, get back here! There's no helping these people, unfortunately. But he said these people are still alive. Stay away from them, don't you get it? You can't help them anymore. No one can. We're still deep underground. If we don't hurry out of here, we'll be dead too. Now once we have a safe way out of here, then we can worry about rescuing anyone we can. Roger, roger. Use Magecraft to help keep us safe. Let's hurry upstairs, Soul. It's not going to be that easy, is it? Did we make it? No, we're still underground. To reach the surface, we need to get to the farthest end of the sanctuary. Stop, get back to the staircase. Pepe? Oh, that was close, but it looks like I just made it. Sorry for kicking you all out so fast. I know my legs are just terribly long. Is anyone hurt? No? Oh, good. What's going on? Oh, there's just a little poison gas in here. Hang on while I go shut it off, okay? Don't worry, as you know, I trained in Shugendo up in the mountains, so karma doesn't affect me much. I can survive the gas for a good while. Karma? I don't understand. What do you mean by... I'd say this should take me about 3 minutes. I could do it faster if I wasn't so tired, but oh well. Soul, Mashy, do you trust me enough to wait until I get back? You said 3 minutes, right? Okay. Pepe, no, do not sacrifice yourself. So this is a karmic poison? Isn't that kind of what affected us in the from the Chinese Lostbelt? I can't remember. No, that was just straight up poison. Have we encountered a karmic poison before? Great, alrighty, I'm just gonna go take care of this. This should be fun. I haven't had a chance to use my full strength in a long time. Wait, what do you mean, Pepe? Why would you have to use your full strength to turn off poison? Pepe, don't you die on me now. It's been 3 minutes, I'm opening. Uh-oh. Oh my, 3 minutes already. Time does fly when you're having fun, doesn't it? There you go, it's all spick and span. Now let's get out of here before it all comes crashing down, shall we? What's that blood? I never doubted you could do it, Pepe. Although, exactly what kind of poisonous gas was it? The ceiling in here is about 40 meters high. Was the gas heavier than air?
Something like that. All sorts of things tend to stagnate in the air under a cemetery.
Count Peppercino, are you... Artoria?
Oh my, such fire in your eyes. Are you burning to continue our little love talk from earlier?
Never mind, it's nothing.
Oh, well, that's too bad. I was so looking forward to chatting about romance. I guess that's just how you've always lived your life, Artoria. I do have my concerns about that, but at this time, I appreciate it. In that case, mind keeping it to yourself until all's said and done? Thanks, hon. The lower levels must be completely buried by now. Come on, let's get out of here while we still can.
Right, the exit's just over there. I'll lead the way. Pepe, what's wrong? There it is. Be careful, Master. I'm detecting a powerful hostile magical energy signal up ahead. Oh, come on. How did you get up here without a scratch on you? What the hell, guys? That should have taken at least one or two of you out. And you, Soul. Why are you looking at me like that? Is that really your idea of a Master Sword to defend humanity? What are you talking about?
Don't waste your time on the likes of him, Soul. I was hoping to take care of him myself, but would you three mind kicking his hiney for me? Just be thorough about it, yeah? We don't want him ever doing anything nasty again.
I'm sorry, Barrel, but we don't have time to waste. If you're gonna stay in our way, I'm gonna have to force my way past you. I see. Guess you didn't care much for my game, then. Alright, looks like I'll have to break out the big guns. Did he just deflected Mash's charge? That's not good. The magical energy aura. Stand back, everyone. He's... Uh-oh. Ah. Sorry about this. I didn't want to have to show this side of myself if I didn't have to. He is morbing. Barrel's morbing out. But I've waited long enough to be alone with Mash. Time the rest of you gave us some privacy. Yes, no, it can't be. That's Woodwose' spirit origin. He has Woodwose' spirit origin. It's Morbin time. To begin this quest, you must select one servant for your party. Caster. 3 servants only, huh? Okay. So, it took a full squad to defeat Woodwose the first time. Now, this probably isn't as bad. The issue is... Actually, is it an issue? I need to look somebody up. Because you can't really... Something I don't really understand is why you cannot look up the traits of servants, like, when you select them. Like, I could hold down on Castoria here. Okay, maybe not a great example because she's not showing up in my list, or I'm blind. I don't think she's showing up. But yeah, you can't actually see the traits of a servant without, like, I don't know how it was found. It must have been data mining, but there is somebody I can use. She's a big gun that I've been holding off. But I think it's time to bring in the Sith to deal with a rogue cryptor. Fatal Battle. Black Wolf. Okay. Can't help it since it's part of my lineage. Weren't you ever taught to be wary of escorts turning us into a predator? Can you capture us? Twist of Love. Oh, thank you, Pepe, for the evasion on my... Okay, that's actually good. Okay, so the resistance to all attack, clear the King of Fang, and loyalty to the Queen. These are the exact same traits as Woodwose. I've got a Brave Chain with XA. Oh, this... Okay. We can see how much damage we're doing. Okay, that's a pretty good resistance. And I don't have Percy with his special MP to get rid of that trait. Pressure. It's terror. I'm getting a bit thirsty. He gets sure hit. Okay. The sure hit's annoying. I need to cleanse the terror here. And this is the way to do so. And then next turn we have a... Oh, getting intoxicated. Hologram Rose. Oh, a defense down. Thank you, Pepe. So we do have a Brave Chain with NP next turn with XA. Wait, no effect. Oh, I must have went there. I don't think I did. Fang's Lineage. Defense down against critical attacks. Ow. Getting a bit thirsty. He gets the sure hit again. Okay. It's time, H-on. Time to delete. Lower Mash's crit star gather rate. And of course Castoria goes ahead and takes it all. Because why the heck not? Throw a buff block on him. And doo-doo-doot. It sucks how low of a star weight berserkers have. Okay, not bad damage. Soiled Mane. Charmed Castoria. Nash has been knocked out. Thirsty again. Thank you for the charisma, even though you're under the charm, Castoria. And we got a Brave Chain to take out this bar at least. Which should lead to another NP. Barely get another NP out of that. Okay, that's good. Calm down, brother. Nothing. Oh, I was about to say nothing happens on the break, but I guess the battle ends. Okay. Sure, I'll take it. I'll take it, you know. Give us a recharge? Maybe, technically speaking, I guess. Nope. Forces him back. Oh no, it doesn't force him back. What, tired already? Oh come on, I'm just getting started. I didn't go to the trouble of calling Woodwose a spirit origin just for us to screw around. That's Woodwose's spirit origin, not Rhynek's? Rhynek? Who's Rhynek? That was one of A6's companions. He was one of A6's companions. He was nowhere near this powerful, though. Either way, that doesn't change the fact that he has an A-ray spirit origin. We don't have any weapons able to penetrate the Grand Duke of Waste's heat hide. Oh, look at you, little savior. Clever, ain't ya? Don't gotta tell you there's no point in fighting, do I? Still, I wish your idiot friends would get it through their thick skulls that none of you are getting out alive. Isn't that right, Pepperoncino? Don't think I don't see you trying to sneak up on me. Pepe! Please live. One down, 3 to go. Later, Pepperoncino. I could have killed you whenever I wanted, but I was cutting you a break for old times. Huh? Ugh, gross, I feel sick. You, what the hell did you do to me? What is this? Oh, Pep. Hang on. Did he lose an arm? It almost looks like he's lost an arm. That's not a good look, Pepe. Don't worry, we'll get you heals. Don't you recognize it? You've been testing it on who knows how many people. I was carrying enough for 500 people, now I pass it on to you. You bastard, you are already... That's right, I was already practically dead. No, it's how you like the taste of your own damn curse. The one that reflects back on you when you kill someone. Pepe? Pepe, please don't die. You're a bro, Pepe! You're a bro! Stop, go back to the staircase. Oh, we're gonna see what happened during those 3 minutes, aren't we? From his perspective. Oh, it wasn't poison. 200, 300. Oh my, I can't even count them all. This must be where he was keeping all the humans he was experimenting on. I knew Beryl was a botanist, and that he knew a lot about magecraft and potions, but I had no idea he could also abuse curses like this. Those British witches really are bad news, aren't they? There's no way we can get past all of them unharmed. Get too close and they'll come after you begging for help. Touch them, you'll be poisoned. Kill them and get cursed. Well, Mashy's immune to poison, so that probably won't work on her. The real cruelty of it, though, is how it's meant to make you kill helpless innocents. Even if it is just a malicious prank taken too far. It'll hurt Mashy's soul the most. Scumbag or not, though, I'm still their senpai. I'll just have to handle this for them. He killed 500 innocents, putting them out of their misery. And took all that curse on himself? There we go. All done. Now I just need to cast a little illusion. Move the bodies over to the corner, hide all the blood and guts, and... oh gosh, just look at me. My outfit and makeup are all a mess. Makes sense, though. One curse for every person I just killed. Now my intestines are pulverized and my skin is in tatters. It's going to take more than a trip to the spa to bounce back from this. Any halfway decent person would follow you all to the grave now, but I can't do that just yet. Would you all mind waiting just a little bit longer? I have one last thing I need to take care of. Pepe? What the shit? What is wrong with his head of the Fang Clan's body? How the hell is Lamore's curse even working on it?
And that's a little something from me, darling. I mixed in a little extra retaliating curse of my own to sweeten the deal, so to speak.
A retaliation curse? You son of a... is that any way to fight like a man?
Please stop, girl. It really hurts to laugh right now.
This is no time to be laughing, Pepe. We need to treat you right away.
Thank you, Mashy, but don't you worry about that. Soul, you know what you have to do.
Let's do the smash. Right. Preparing to take out the hostile Black Wolf at full power. We can still save him, right? Pepe can still be saved. Right? Right? We'll be fine. He can still be saved. He has to. Okay. He's got a debuff now instead of all the buffs. Moore's illness loses HP at the start of every turn. Okay. Exactly, you know? It's just 500. 500 is just a big number. I'm sure it's not as serious as he's making it out to be. Right? Right? He'll live. Somehow, some way, he'll come out okay. You can do it, Pepe. I believe. In the meantime, we're just gonna beat Beryl down. Pressure for terror. Let's cleanse that. 20,000 HP every turn. Hot diggity damn. We have a Brave Chain next turn with Achan. Throw that on Mash. And we have to hope Mash has enough firepower to take out this bar with 2 Arts cards. That might be a bit of a stretch, but it's possible. Oh, so close! We nearly did it too! We nearly did it! Oh, I was so damn close. Okay. Target focus on Mash. And then do this. Drink some stars. A lot of Achan buffs are gone, sadly. Repulsive, utterly repulsive. Soiled Mane for a damage cut. Thank you for the charisma. When activate when attacking a low chance to inflict curse during normal attacks. Okay. Mash deserves some smackdown time. I want to get some more stars too, as well as bring up most of Achan's buffs again. Ideally, Mash will get the kill. He deserves to. But that terror is just annoying as hell. Terror be annoying, bros. Buff block him, rather. I need to hope Terror does not proc. Achan's taking some damage here. No Terror procs, except for on Achan, who was the one I really didn't want it to proc on. Mash, just keep going with the defense boosting here. I have no idea how much damage he's about to be dealt. Elimination. Oh, removes defensive buffs. That's sinister. Okay. Doot. Now the MP very well could just cut him down right here and now because it's a 300% charge. And it did. I was kind of hoping he would survive so Mash could take him out, but sadly that was not the case. But really, Pepe is the main reason we're winning here. You really did it, damn it. I'm impressed, Pepperoncino. Alright, I see how it is. I admit, you got me. I'm the one who messed up, so I'll be the one to run for it. He escaped through the skylight. I guess we won't be following him. Not that it matters now. Pepe? Pepe? Oh, was I sleeping? Silly me, I can't believe I missed your big fight scene. Still, at least I can tell from your faces you won, even though you both look like you're about to cry. Come now, cheer up. You're supposed to smile and high-five if you win, not raid on your own parade. But we wouldn't be alive now if it weren't for you. And we didn't even realize what you'd done for us. Oh, whatever are you talking about? All I did was try to sneak attack Beryl and fail miserably. So of course things turned out this way. Besides, it's only right that I be the one to take responsibility for my actions, you know? Now go on, you need to get going already. This was just a detour, remember? Don't worry about me, this is as far as I go. I'm already dead anyway. We should at least get you outside. Oh, Soul, Magi I can understand, but not you. Carrying the dead will only slow you down, especially now when I'm full to bursting with curses. Besides, we're enemies. We are always going to be going our separate ways sooner or later. Not to mention I really am a despicable murderer. I just went after someone way worse this time.
Believe me, you two have no reason to mourn someone like me.
But we do. So I don't know anything about that side of you.
Exactly. I'm glad you never did. I'm glad my lovely little Kohai never ended up hating me.
Pepe?
Hey now, no crying. Besides, Beryl and I are cut from the same cloth. We're both worthless, good-for-nothings at heart. I was always thinking more about how things would end than how they'd keep going. Do you know why people like me violate the law? It's not because we want to do bad things. We just want to keep out of keeping on for keeping on's sake. The laws people make are meant to help them flourish longer and better, just like humanity itself. So after defying them, ignoring them, and breaking them, the bills finally come due. But you two aren't like that. You two want to keep on keeping on, right? Then that's exactly what you should do. You should keep running and running. Until you've gone so far, people like me can't even see you anymore. You have to do at least that much. If I'm going to die by myself, I'm too much of a coward otherwise. Go on now, take Mashi and get out of here. You're her master, aren't you?
Thank you, Pepe.
Why, thank you, darling. It's been a blast for me, too. Don't forget, now that you've come this far, you'd better save Britain and Artoria. As something of an expert on curses, I can sense what type it is that's covering all of Britain now. Listen to me closely. Your real enemy here is someone who's out to bring an end to everything. Remember that well, and don't let your guard down until it's all well and truly over.
Someone who wants to bring an end to everything. So that third party, then. The one that ain't, important.
Good, they made it to the exit. That wraps up the last of my unfinished business. I'm not scared or in pain anymore, but I guess I do still have some bitter memories.
You killed them, all of them. In the span of a few minutes, when the moon was hidden behind the clouds, I killed all 400 members of my clan while they slept. Okay, Itachi! It was quick and methodical, like mowing a lawn, just like how I mowed down all those sick, helpless people earlier. When I was 10 years old, my clan expected great things of me. They saw me as the first genius born to the clan since our founder's day. I wanted to live up to their expectations, but it simply wasn't possible. I was born with different inclinations. My heart and my body were never quite fit. My mind was fundamentally opposed to being the kind of person that the world at large demanded I be. My clan wanted me to father lots of children so my superior genes would be passed down and preserved. But I just couldn't do it. Some people understood me, but there was nobody else like me. I heard whispers from some people wishing I had been talentless so they could have given up on me, but I wasn't especially bothered. I never had any grudges or complaints. I did wonder why I'd been born the way I was. But I didn't begrudge anyone or hate anyone, or feel bad about my situation. I knew I couldn't help having been born who I am. It wasn't my place to gripe about it, and it wasn't worth asserting my rights over either. The only thing I felt a little bad about, was knowing there would never be anything more to my life. Rojinitsu, the power to know your own fate. By the time I was 10 years old, I knew my soul would never be reincarnated again. I might have been sad about that if I'd still been in the middle of my journey, but instead knowing this would be my last life. I only felt pity for this imperfect world, and the fate all humans are given. Is it because his soul is going to be destroyed? Fast forward 10 years. There was nothing left for me to learn on the mountain, and so I decided to put it behind me. Before I did that, there was something else I needed to do. Right before they died, they all looked at me with such shock as if to say, "Why are you doing this?" We'd all been through a lot together. We may have been irredeemable scum, but we were still practically family. And yes, I did love everyone in the Moyorenji clan, but the child has no talent whatsoever. We should put him out of his misery now. Don't be ridiculous. He's still soft, that's all. Just put out one of his eyes, make him kill his little brother. That should awaken him his true talent. Good point. Better to bet on one making it than getting rid of both of them. Exactly. Besides, that's what they did to us when we were that age, right? When I overheard that conversation, I cried. I knew then that there was no place in modern society for a clan with karma like that. That was my last memory as a Muyorenjoi Aro. After that, I completely forgot everything that happened on that mountain. I also stopped thinking of what I did as a crime. Really, I stopped thinking of it as part of my past at all. I swear, I really am scum. After everything I did, I still have nothing but fond memories of my time there. No wonder I was fated to die alone. That's what I get for killing everyone else myself. Really, it was shameless of me to even consider wanting to go out on a high. Oh, so that's why he did that. I can't believe I only just realized it now. I swear. I always thought it was sudden, even for him. Thank you, David. Thank you for using that once-in-a-lifetime ticket to come see me when I was at my most beautiful. Wait, what did David? Wait, what did David do? He saw him at once-in-a-lifetime ticket to see him when he was at... Okay, we're probably going to get some hopefully we get some elaboration on that, because I don't really understand what David is being thanked for. We know so very little about David, to be fair, so... Anyways, the final arrow of Section 21. Oh, it was... So that was the one-time visit thing. Okay, I thought that he paid Koyan for that. I didn't think that was a one-time thing. I thought David did that to show that, you know, Koyan is willing to help the cryptors travel. I didn't realize that was a one-time thing. So David did that to show Pepe that he could leave. Use his ticket to help out Pepe in India when his grand servant killed some of S's zombies for us. But then Pepe used Koyan to get out of India to Olympus, did he not? I guess it wasn't... Was it ever really... I don't think it was ever elaborated how Pepe got to Britain, either. Although I guess it could have been Koyan. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and reread through some stuff. Pepe. I didn't know the Count for very long, but I could tell he'd killed a lot of people, just like he said. He had no sympathy for those he killed, or for himself as he was about to die. He was cruel and cold-blooded, so much so that we don't really need to waste time mourning him. That being said, he was under no delusions about who he was, and he never lied to you. He was so true to himself that it was almost scary. He really did do whatever he liked, however he felt like it. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is... he was always good about taking care of others. Right. I'm sure he would have smiled and said so himself. He was a strange, mysterious sort of person, through and through. He was more egalitarian with himself and those around him than anyone I'd ever met. Okay, let's go. I'm sorry, Pepe, but we can't give you a proper burial or anything, but farewell, my friend Chino. There, I see them. Your tracking capabilities truly are exceptional, Lady Da Vinci. You know it? No, I'm really glad I added a camera function to Typhone. Hey, Sol, Mash, Artoria. Are you guys okay? Come on, we got places to be. I see. So Pepe's... What a loss. I was always hoping he would take over as the new head of Norwich one day. Yeah, it's sad, but I'm afraid you'll have to mourn him later. Don't you got something to tell them, Da Vinci? I could tell them myself if you like, but I figure it's better coming from you. Alright, Artoria, we've got an emergency message from Oberon. It said the Round Table Army has captured Oxford. You can ring the bell of pilgrimage at any time. Please, get here before the Queen's army comes to retake it. That's right, Percival beat the Fang clan while we were up way north, so now we don't even need to fight this time. Now come on, let's get to Oxford as soon as we can. To Oxford! For another bell! For I was gonna say for Castoria to lose more of herself, but she really is a very negative person deep down, isn't she? It actually is kind of sad. Her mindset. She's beaten down, too, in Tintangle, so I really have no idea why the hell she's so beat up over that place's destruction. I guess maybe Ector? We got a quartz, 3 bells, 3 prisms, and 3 hellfires. Resigned, maybe, is a better word, I guess. So there's Oxford. It is right where I put it. But that is going to be in for section 21, so I'm going to really quickly cut it here for the YouTube side of things. So, I've been Soul Dragon. If you're watching this on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next part, part 22, tomorrow on YouTube.